Yeah, CPU is mainly divided into three parts, as I told you. You might have known about this, that CPU computer won't understand the human beings told languages and whatever alphabets you press. Everything computer understands is nothing but bits, zeros and ones. Whatever you write or whatever you type, it's completely converted into numbers. It completely converted into zeros and ones once it reaches the processor. Okay. So if it has to process something, if you are given something to add, if you are given some documents to type, everything a processor converts it into numbers means only zeros and ones. Okay, so there should be some mathematical calculations to be performed inside the CPU. First, ALU, the work of ALU is arithmetic operations. It will perform some calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are not the things. Whenever you give some input like 4 plus 7, 4 plus 7 is added only in ALU, arithmetic logical unit. It's not like that. These functions, whatever is shown, like it performs addition, basic calculations, is nothing but when you enter 4 plus 7, this 4 also computer don't understand. Computer understand only zeros and ones in terms of zeros and ones. So what it does is, this 4 is again converted into 0 and ones, that you will learn later uh, in the next chapter, maybe the number system, how it converts. Okay, so this 4 is also converted into zeros and ones. This plus is also converted, and this 7 is also converted into zeros and ones. Then it adds those zeros and ones only, it adds. This conversion process requires some addition, some subtraction, some multiplication and division. Okay, when it needs to convert the actual text, it can be letter, it can be any text also. Okay, like alphabets A B C D. If you type something, even if you type A, it the processor converts that A letter into some binary digits, into zeros and ones. Okay, binary digits are nothing but 0 or 1. So everything CPU has to convert it into zeros and ones. So when converting your input to zeros and ones, it requires some basic mathematical operations. So that is done by ALU. Okay, next it also compares the things. These process requires comparison like greater than, lesser than, and also it goes for logical operations like and or not. Okay, all these are the different operations that is performed by ALU while converting your actual input to binary digits. Okay, then only it processes. Okay, whatever you have told to CPU, I want this, so that is processed only after converting. Okay, that those things are taken care of by arithmetic logic unit. It is ALU. Okay, next unit of CPU is control unit. It decides whatever the result after converting, it processes and it is sent to control unit. ALU unit sends its processed information to control unit. It controls all the functions. Control unit controls when it should take input, when it should give output. Okay, all these things, and even it decides what after what to be sent to ALU. Okay, all these things are taken care of control unit. And it also checks when the output should be displayed, whether the output is complete. All these things are checked by control unit. Just checks everything. Okay, and it decides when we have to take input, when it should be processed by ALU, and when it should be sent back to output device. All these things are controlled by control unit. So it checks all the functions of computer. It checks the results given by ALU, and it also checks what to do and when to do. What to do. means which process needs to be processed right now, and when it should be displayed and when it should be taken from input device. All these things are decided by control unit. Next unit is memory unit. In during these processes there will be some few memory unit. This doesn't tells you about a hard disk and all, okay, whichever we have learned previous slides, those are not the part of this memory unit. Memory unit is the one which contains a ram, a primary storage device. One more storage device you have inside the CPU, that is used only for processing purpose, okay, not for storing your files and all. We can't store your files on this memory unit. Memory unit stores the data that need to be processed, okay. So when the ALU takes one after the other for processing, we will give lots of instructions to the computer, right? We want to play games, we want to play, we want to use MS Excel, we want to use MS Word, we want to use Tux Paint. So one after the other, we will be keep on using the computer. So it will be sent in the form of queue. Okay, when you stand in a queue in a maybe in bank, maybe in movie theater somewhere, you stand in queue, right? One after the other only will go front. So here also inside the CPU, the jobs given by you or the instructions given by you is processed in queue. Okay, it will be in queue. So when one process is been processing inside the ALU, the memory unit stores all the other instructions given by you, okay, temporarily. It is not permanent, it is temporarily stores all the instructions given by you. So one after, so that when ALU completes its process of one instruction, it sends to control unit control unit sends to output device. Again the memory unit will be having the next instruction to be processed, it sends to ALU. Okay, these things, for this memory unit is used. So it holds the data that needs to be processed. It checks the data that has already been processed by CPU. Okay, even it checks whichever the data which is already processed, and then it sends to control unit. Control unit takes from memory unit and it sends to output device. Okay, so these are the units inside the CPU: ALU, control unit, and memory unit. ALU stands for arithmetic logical unit, where it performs all the mathematical operations and comparison operations and logical operations. But control unit controls the entire function of a computer, and it also checks the results given by ALU, and it also checks when to do and what to do. And memory unit is the one that holds the data which needs to be processed, and it also checks the data that has already been processed by ALU. This is what the inside part of processor. Next part is how many manufacturers, which are the companies that is manufacturing this processor chip. Okay, the popular one is Intel. Intel designs two types of processors. One is Pentium and Celeron. Intel is a company that manufactures, as you have seen, like Motorola company phones will design different versions of mobiles, like right, different designs, or like Moto G2, Moto X, even Samsung will have different, Samsung Galaxy, Samsung Pro, all these things. So like that itself, even in the processors, mm, these are the two designs of processors they manufactured by Intel company. One is Pentium and Celeron. Here you can see it is written on it, Pentium, and this is Celeron. Next company that processes is AMD. AMD has again two types, Sempron and Athlon. This is AMD chips, processor chips. Okay, this is Sempron and this is Athlon. Next, Macintosh computers. It is nothing but Mac. The computers designed by Apple company. It is nothing but Mac. Mac computers will have different kinds of processors. It is called as PowerPC chip.